Hey, what's going on? You're not gay. Did you come to the wrong neighborhood, motherfucker? Because this is the FGC on NBC. Everyone's fucking gay here. Gay as a little fucking jaybird over there, dude. What's a robin? Are you some kind of transgender jaybird expert now? It's a tree. I will cancel you, you fucking racist bigot. Fuck you. Hey guys, what's up? Time for another social study psychology video. Remember, if you like the videos, like, sub, silly, comment, share, support the channel if you want. I appreciate it. Thanks. Links in the descriptions. So jokes aside, I'm going to tell a few stories and I'm going to bring it all back at the end. But I want you to remember stuff too. You cannot be the oppressed and the oppressor, right? Hand over your victim card. You have to pick one. You don't get to pick both. And I want people to remember there's a difference between, say, a bias towards a collective or a demographic, if you will, maybe group, whatever wording you want to use, versus the difference between having a bias towards a single individual or something like that, because of just maybe just something you have personally against that person rather than a entire demographic, right? So years and years ago, when I was a kid, about the size of a little pea, I told this story before. I remember a friend, he called me up and he was like, Clayton, and he just started talking. He's like, you ever think about being gay? And I was like, what? And he was like, well, you ever think about being gay sometimes? And I'm like, well, I'm not gay, so no, right? And he's like, well, no, I'm not gay either. But, you know, I've been thinking about having sex with guys for the attention. And I was like, well, what are you talking about? And he's like, well, I mean, I'm not gay, but I'm just going to be gay and have sex with guys for the attention. And I was like, dude, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And he's like, well, you know, girls like gay guys, right? And I'm like, I don't know, do they? I guess. He's like, yeah. So I'm just thinking me and guys are going to have sex to make me more popular with girls. But I'm not gay. I just want to tell you that. And me and my friends still joke about this because it was so ridiculous and silly. And I was like, yo, dude, I'm going to be honest. You know, none of us care that you're gay. We don't care. It's okay. The only one that cares is you, right? Do you know what I mean? No one cares if you're gay. But I mean, if a guy's doing you up the butt and you're doing a guy up the butt, you know, dick up the butt is a dick up the butt. And we still use that phrase just because it's so ridiculous, right? I'm like, dude, we don't care if you're gay. But if you're having sex with other guys, I mean, you are gay, right? And he's just like, whoa. Anyway, long story short, from what we know about this guy, to my knowledge, he's actually the sugar. We all assume he's a sugar baby for rich gay guys that pay for his life now, right? But he himself as an individual, if you will, he kind of views himself as a fake alpha male, but a very homosexual tendencies, if you will. He's tried to get naked in front of me. He's tried to sit on my lap and tell me how beautiful I am when he gets drunk. Very, you know what I mean? But the thing is, no one cares. The only person that cared is him because he had some kind of, in himself, he didn't want to admit that he is gay, I guess, if you will, right? The point of that story is to tell you that even when I was a kid, years and years and years ago, no one gave a fuck if you were gay, transgender, whatever. I'm a grown man now. This was so many years ago, right? Nobody cared if you are gay, bisexual, transgender, whatever. As a matter of fact, it was still, quotation marks, unacceptable or uncool to be a nerd while it was acceptable to be gay. When I was a kid growing up, they were already phasing out, you know what I mean? We didn't really use the word fag or faggot or anything like that. That was already, and this is what I'm saying, years and years ago, that kind of terminology was already not cool and not, you know, good to say. People weren't calling people gay anymore. That was already being phased out as like an insult. People only said gay as something to be silly almost. It was almost like a joke. Kind of like, even nowadays, when you see someone call somebody gay, back when I was a kid, we didn't have things like memes or anything like that. But memes now, you see someone, they put a picture on this cat, like they stick like a piece of paper on the cat's head and it says gay or gay baby jail for the cat. You know what I mean? No one gives a fuck if you are gay, transgender, whatever, blah, 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 blah. As a matter of fact, I cannot think of any single person, whatever, that I can even think of. If it is so obscure that I can't think of it. You know what I mean? I can't think of anybody that legitimately hates someone or dislikes somebody because they are gay, transgender, bisexual, whatever. Okay? And this is when I was a kid. I can't even remember my entire life. I was trying to ask friends, and I even had some friends like, we can't think. And one friend was like, well, I remember maybe 30 years ago. You know what I mean? Because he's older than me. So he was like, I remember growing up a kid like 30 years ago. He was like, I remember my parents kind of didn't want me to be gay or something like that. But other than that, he was like, I can only think of one guy that I worked with who, he was just racist, period. And he didn't like anybody. But what I'm getting at is I was thinking about this story too, because I remember I was out recently and I had a couple gay guys hit on me, and it was just like, it was nothing. It was like, oh, thanks, dude. I appreciate your compliment. I'm not gay, but hey, thanks. Have a nice day. Wasn't a big deal. And then, of course, you come back and I look at something and I see these crazy threads about Clayton hates transgender people. Clayton runs he hates gay people. He hates LGBTQ, whatever all the fuck this shit is, right? Which is crazy because I have been harassed by how many members of the LGBTQ, whatever the fuck it is now, with proof. Just because I have turned down gay members in the community, turned down transgender people. The craziest thing, I didn't even know the person was transgender. I just thought they were ugly. I'm not sexually attracted to this person. I didn't even know they were transgender. I just thought they were not good looking. Oh, and then they tried to say, oh, Clayton hates transgender people because he didn't want to have sex with me or some bullshit. I didn't even know you're transgender. I just thought you were ugly and you're a shitty human being. That doesn't help you, right? I've also said before, I have transgender friends. I got this one friend. You know what I mean, dude? She she actually looks feminine. I've thought about her sucking me off because she actually doesn't look like a dude. I've showed that story. We got those fucking idiots. I did more than them in video games. These guys got caught planning in a Discord, recorded that they were going to come out as homosexual and say that Clayton hates homosexuals and try to get them to kill themselves. Not only is this all proven that they planned this all, it's all recorded. There's no question if any of this shit happened. But even with proof, they somehow have made up such a convoluted thing, the LGBTQ, that, oh, people are prosecuted for being gay. Everyone hates us because we're gay. We got to have all these pride things, the social justice things. People got to, they got to stand up for us because we're gay or whatever, bisexual, transgender, whatever. Where are you being oppressed? Where? Is this like some demographic, like you were growing up in a very religious community or some kind of shit? Your parents are super religious. That is more of an individual bias. That is not a more wider, broad collective or demographic that people all hate gay people. People hate transgender people. That doesn't exist. You know what I mean? You cannot and not only can you say that you are so oppressed by this that you can get people to actually believe, despite me showing it recorded in proof, that I was sexually harassed by people in the LGBTQ. I turned them down. They were sexually harassing me. I've been harassed by so many of these members, whatever. And then how can you even, do you get what I'm getting at? If you can literally show proof that none of this shit happened, that they made up and that they were the ones that were harassing me, you as a collective, as a demographic, are not that fucking oppressed. Do you know what I mean? If people actually fucking believe that shit. Do you know what I mean? Are you kidding me? This is fake social justice warrior bullshit. You hate me as an individual. You know what I mean? You are insecure because I've done more than a video game or that I'm not sexually attracted to you. Do I need to have sex with you to prove I don't hate gay people? Well, I'm not gay, so it's not going to happen. You know what I mean? And I'm sure some people will go, they'll say some argument like, oh, when I was growing up as a kid, someone said they didn't like me because I was gay, whatever, blah, blah. You know what? Kids will make fun of you because they don't like your fucking shoes. Kids will make fun of anybody for anything stupid before their brain is developed. Oh, I don't like the color of your shirt. They'll make fun of you. Are you kidding me? Do you think they really hate you because you're gay? Well, we know that's not fucking true, dude, as a collective or as an entire demographic. Another example of a story, it was so ridiculous. I saw it to me. This girl, she had written that she was, I've always been non-binary and gender fluid. I don't know what the fuck is the difference between non-binary and gender fluid. So I just rolled my eyes. I'm like, okay, whatever you do, you did. And she was like, yeah, well, I've always been non-binary and gender fluid, but I also realized recently that I am also a non-transitioning transgender, primarily female. And I was like, okay, now you fucking lost me. And I saw in the comments, people were like, oh my God, you're so brave to admit that. What? You've been so, the world has been so biased towards people like you for so long. You shouldn't have to deal with this. And I'm like, are you serious? I'm sorry, but I cannot fathom that you have grown up and as a collective at school, the entire world, you know what I mean? You think the majority of people hate you because you identify as a non-binary. God, I'm getting confused even fucking saying it. A non-binary, gender fluid, but now you also realize you are a non-transitioning transgender who is primarily female. And I'm like, dude, a kid will fucking hate you because they don't like the color of your shirt or your shoes. I'm sorry, but I don't believe that as a collective, a kid can even, as an adult, I can't even wrap my head around saying that. Do you know what I mean? People want like a gold star and they want to believe that they are being oppressed for something that is not true. You know what I mean? Like I said, it was actually cool to be gay and cool to be transgender. It was acceptable when I was a kid, okay? If it was acceptable when I was a kid, you growing up now, how the fuck can you say you as an entire demographic are oppressed? Where? Sure, there's going to be somebody that hates you. Not everyone likes everybody. Maybe someone just doesn't like you because you're fucking weird. You think I didn't like those? You think I know those? I didn't even know they were fucking gay. Like, my God, all those fucking Discord guys. Oh, Clayton hates transgender. He tried to get gay people to kill themselves. Where? I just said you're idiots and I blocked you because you guys were lying about me, so I blocked you. I didn't block you because I tried to get you to kill. It's so stupid even saying. And it's recorded. None of this happened. But they actually get people to believe it because people want to believe that they are special for doing nothing. Making you gay, you're not fucking special for being gay. Are you fucking kidding me? You're not special for being transgender. You're special if you fucking do something. Like, we don't want to go on this bill. Oh, hey, yeah, I play video games and I'm gay. Let me just mention that again. Oh, okay, dude, that's cool. You're gay. Next week. Oh, hey, I play video games and I want to mention before I leave, I'm gay. Okay, dude. Yeah, that's cool. Next week. Oh, hey, I play video games. I'm gay. And I'm a furry. Did I tell you? Oh, shit. Okay, you're a furry. That's cool, dude. Oh, hey, next week. Oh, not only am I a furry, I'm non-binary, transgender. Well, non-transitioning transgender, but I identify as it. And it's like, dude, what the fuck? Can you pick a fucking struggle? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you just making up shit because you want attention? This isn't a fucking dating site. It's a fucking video game. Are you kidding me? All it cares about is if you're good at the video game. What does this have to do? Every new day you're identifying as something else? And of course you'll have some transgender person. There's this one person, I don't even comment on my Facebook because it's so ridiculous to me. I don't know what they're fucking doing. I knew this one person back in the video game community, and apparently they've always been a woman. They just didn't realize it, and they don't want to go through a maybe they went through a sex. I don't know. It's fucking, you know what? The point is they're dressing as a woman now, but they still want to have a beard on their face because they like having a beard. But they want people to address them as a woman or some shit like that. And I just look at these pictures and I'm like, bro, come on. If someone thinks you are a guy because you don't want to shave your fucking beard, I don't think, I mean, are you serious? If you're going in public and you don't want to shave your beard, you have a beard. If someone could not tell that you are a female, that does not mean that they hate transgender people or non-binary gender fluid. They probably just couldn't tell that you as an individual think you're a woman because you don't want to shave your beard. Like, come on, dude. Are you serious? So again, you know, you can't be the oppressed and be the oppressor, dude. There's a difference between the idea of individual bias, you know, and a collective or demographic bias. And people, a lot of this shit is just completely fucking fake, dude. Maybe someone just doesn't like you because you're not a good person. And then you automatically default to like, oh, well, dude, I'm gay. So can you believe people actually get caught being a bad person now? And their excuse is, oh, hey, I'm gay, so it's okay. Do we have to show the people that have actually pretended that they were dying and had the same health problems as me? And their excuse is, oh, well, I support the LGBTQ. I'm part of that. But what the fuck does that mean? I don't support gay transgender people? Well, where the fuck have I ever said that? I never said that. I'm not transgender, so that means that I can't have a real problem. Are you a fucking idiot? You know, that shit is fake as fuck, dude. So again, if it was acceptable when I was a kid, what are you fucking talking about? What are you dealing with? Are you sure you're not just dealing with maybe a more individual basis that someone doesn't like you rather than an entire demographic? And again, I told that one story. I know a girl, she went to one of these LGBT, and she said she was sexually assaulted at it. Do you think everyone is so holier than thou? I'm going to be honest. Like I said, fuck, dude. The social justice warrior LGBTQ of all these people, oh, we love everybody. It's what I was growing up, what people told us about, you know what I mean, the overly religious person. The overly religious person was often the most judgmental and the most terrible person. And that is what all these extreme social justice warriors, LGBTQ people are. They're consistently, to me, when I meet them more often than not, the most judgmental and terrible fucking people, dude. It's insane. And they constantly want a fucking gold star for doing nothing, dude. So anyway, I was thinking about that because I thought about that story of that guy. It's like, yo, bro, when I was a kid, what are you talking about? Now you're growing up. Did you realize how it's a super acceptable? You're not oppressed, dude. You've made up fake things in your mind that don't exist. Maybe if someone doesn't like you, it's because you're just fucking weird. Maybe it's nothing with you being gay or transgender. Maybe you're just a weird person.